grill and juice bar called Cooler Runnings Vegetarian Grill, located at 1785 Nerid Avenue at the corner of Nerid and Wickham Avenues in the Bronx, across from the original Cooler Runnings restaurant. We're open Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. and on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. We specialize in the best authentic vegetarian dishes, which contain no animal byproducts. Our menu includes Ito stew, tofu, veggie chunks, and our exclusive in-house vegetarian patties. For our full menu, you can visit our website at crvgbronx.com, or you can give us a call at 929-265-3392. We are also available on Uber Eats for your convenience. Stop by, and remember, at Cooler Runnings Vegetarian Grill, customer service is our #1 priority.
Hey Trelawney, it's Lady D, reaching you straight from New York with love. Catch me every week on Fit FM 96.7 in Stuart Castle, Duncan's Trelawney, Jamaica. It's Voices with Lady D on Linkage Radio, streaming live on YouTube. Join me Monday for the Monday Drive from 5 to 7 p.m. and Friday for Center Stage from 5 to 7 p.m. And me just want know who under the mango tree with them iPhone, iPad, and transistor radio? Because trust me, you can't afford to miss the show. Music, vibes, and real talk every time. Voices with Lady D, where every voice has power. Stay locked in. Trelawney, me love you no bad.
You are hungry? Come to Cooler Runnings Restaurant, located at 1802 Nerid Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx. We specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
Can't let you go. There's no way. I'm already still burning. So hold me close. Now, baby, I do what I'm told. Still learning to take my chances, to take my time, to keep on dancing, to walk that line, yeah. You got me shifting the paradigm, no longer wishing, you're my lucky strike. Love the way you ride, look into my eyes, say you're ready to go. $1 million life, we can roll the dice, act like you're surprised, but you already know. Oh yeah, got lucky overnight. Jackpot when I got the invite. Let me wrap my arms around you, cause I can't go home without you. And my heart just vibe with you, babe. Wanna go sky high with you, babe. Gotta bring you close to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike. Cooler than cold, I'm all in. without you. And my heart just vibe with you, babe. Wanna go sky high with you, babe. Gotta bring you close to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike.
Well. I tell you, it is what it is. Center stage is here, everyone. My people, how are you? Welcome. Hey. Center stage is ready to go from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. I know you have been waiting, and I'm here. It's a pleasure being with you another Thursday. And wherever you are tuning in, coming in a little at a time, bring everybody else with you. Because the show is about to roll. How are you, everybody? I hope you're doing well. We have so much to cover this evening. So I'd like to welcome you to Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. I'm your host, you know me. Yes, Lady D Denise Gomez Green, alongside Mr. Evil Green, my co-producer. I tell you, Mr. Green is on a roll. He is really producing. Yes, man. We got a feature for you today. So wherever you are, you're tuning in on Linkage Radio via our app stores, multiplicity of them. I'd like to say hi to you. KVR Radio Network, Chris Wilby. What's up, Chris? Fit FM 96.7 in Stuart, Castlin, Jamaica. Hey, Julia. Hope you're doing well, my Julia. Cool Mellow Radio 92.5 and coolmellow.com. Cool Breeze Radio 99.3 FM in Florida. Don't forget my sponsor, Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx, serving up some nice food just for you. We got so much in store, so we want to kick it off like in minutes. Inspirational Zone, we're going to get our praise on. Praise the Lord. News updates from the Jamaica Information Service. Lady D Asked. So most of you are already aware that Lady D Asked is aired on a Monday and Thursday, and it has been going well, courtesy of all of you. Yes, ma'am. So in Lady D Asked, one question, endless stories. Is it advisable for in-laws to live with you? You get married. You're already married. You're thinking of getting married. And then something changes. In-laws have to come live with you. What you gonna do? Are you open to that? Flashback, rewind the culture, replay the wisdom. Trust a shop till mama get paid. You know how that go. And of course, in Center Stage, insightful voices, informed dialogue, mentorship, media, and mission inside the Kids Hub journey. Now, Kids Hub, it's a kids media network, and the CEO and brain behind that is Orlando Dillon. And so Orlando is presently in Jamaica because he took a few of his young people with him as he's training them about this whole media broadcasting bit. And they're at the Girls and Boys ISA Championships. And they'll be calling me this afternoon because they want to share with the world what they have been doing. We have partnered with them for Fun in the Sun. And I have also worked alongside them 1 year covering for the Penn Relays. So I know their work, and he'll be calling me at 7:30 p.m. Our time and 6:30 p.m. Jamaica time. So stay with me now. Stay with me. A lot going on this evening, and we're going to get through it. We don't want to miss out on anything. I don't want nothing to miss out. So guess what? Grab your pen, grab your paper, write the telephone number down. And I think those of you who are ardent supporters of Voices with Lady D. By now, you should have. I'm on air, ma'am. It is now 6:31 p.m. Alrighty. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was Madam Ambassador. I'm like, why is Madam Ambassador calling me? Is she not on? So, so just to let you know what's going to be happening this evening. But I was saying, those of you who have been with us for a while, it's about time now, man, that you know the number or you lock it into your device. 914-268-6148 or 876-219-3474. And let me put the PSA out there. The 876-219-3474 telephone number is the WhatsApp line, which means you can send your voice notes if you're not able to call in. You can send your voice note. You can call me, like Miss Cleo would say. You can call me. And, you know, we can talk just the same. Send your voice note. You can call me, so okay. But you can send the voice note and say, hey, Lady D, here are my comments on the particular topic in the segment. You see what I mean? So I'm ready to get my praise on. You can figure out the rest and get back to me because the show must go on. But I'd like to say hello to one and all. Let's get some praise on up in here. And you know how it go. It is Thursday, center stage. A lot to do, so little time. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
I choose to live right and I'm loving it. I choose to love my friends and my enemies. I choose. Choose is the will, not the benefits. Choose to live right and I'm loving it. I choose to love my friends and my enemies. I choose. I put before your life and death. Choose life. Forsake all the wrongs and choose right. Some people living in the dark, choose light. choose his will, not the benefits. Choose to live right, and I'm loving it. I choose to love my friends and my enemies. I choose. So much religion, spiritual malnutrition, fighting which one and which one, making the right decisions to go to the nation or depend on radio station, saying there is no room for me. But I choose to go. I choose to say, Lord, I'll obey. I choose his will, not the benefits. I choose to live right, and I'm loving it. I choose to love my friends and my enemies. I choose. Choose his will, not the benefits. Choose to live right, and I'm loving it. I choose to love my friends and my enemies. I choose. Me choose. Yes, me say me choose now. Me say me choose. Me say me choose. Me can't.
Me say me choose, me say me choose, me say me choose.
Yes, me say me choose now. Yeah.
Kimola Brownlow.
Me can't.
A nice Ari vibe for our praise segment.
Me can't lose because me choose. Yes, me
Inspirational Zone.
can't.
Hello, everybody.
Can't lose.
Bring in the people, them. Let them come. Hey, good evening. 914-268-6148 or 876-219-3474. Good evening to you, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. I would like you to know that it's about time you got here. Because the show is going to be so much fun this evening. I am just looking forward. Yes, I am, and so are you, right? So you've been waiting. And you know, each and every evening what we do here on Voices with Lady D, we take you places. I tell you, this is a rounded show. You get laughter. I mean, you get some down-to-earth stuff. You get some intense topics, too, that makes you get all wound up, boundaries and all. But we are going to get now into our upcoming feature, News Zone, a rebroadcast of the news, all courtesy of the Jamaica Information Service. Welcome to the feature, ladies and gentlemen. And don't forget, we are here until 8 o'clock. So you don't go, oh dear, you don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Stick and stay. It's now time for News Zone.
Good day, I'm Twyla Whelan and this is your JS News for Thursday, March 26, 2026. Government is cutting the transfer tax by 50% on properties in the 4 parishes that were hardest hit by Hurricane Melissa. The measure will be in place for the next 2 years as a means of supporting redevelopment and relocation efforts in Trelawney, Hanover, Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness announced the initiative during his recent contribution to the 2026-2027 budget debate.
The purpose of this is that in these parishes, this is where we will have the most need for relocation, which we will need to be able to sell property and dispose of property. Many persons want to come out of certain areas, and if we can incentivize this process, it would be in the interest of the restoration and recovery. And therefore, we have taken that decision to give a special transfer tax break in these areas.
At the same time, he says a new framework for urban renewal and investment in blighted urban spaces should come into effect during the first quarter of the upcoming fiscal year. The Urban Development Corporation, UDC, is leading this initiative. The new framework will enable developers to apply the existing tax credit against up to 100% of their income tax liability compared to the current 50% limit. For priority projects, including developments in severely blighted areas, affordable housing and critical public facilities, the tax credit will rise from the current 33.3% to 40%. Unused tax credits will become fully transferable, allowing them to move with the property upon sale. The Prime Minister says the framework will also bolster the wider development ecosystem.
Financing for approved projects will receive tax-exempt interest income for up to 8 years. Commercial tenants will be able to deduct 200% of rent, and first purchasers of homes in approved developments will receive a property tax exemption in their first year. So we are looking at a whole suite of incentives to attract investment into urban blighted communities.
All permits, development approvals and tax authorizations will be processed through a single digital portal managed by the UDC. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister has indicated that a number of major projects for his West Central St Andrew constituency will begin or be completed this year. 2 new multi-family housing solutions to replace 2 dilapidated tenements are to be completed and handed over in a few weeks' time. These are being done under the government's new social housing program, through which construction is also to begin on 3 additional multi-family solutions, including one in the community of Bellrock, to replace houses destroyed by fire in 2024. Rehabilitation and repair works are also slated to begin in a few weeks for the Olympic Court Housing Scheme under the National Housing Trust Housing Scheme Rehabilitation Program.
We will continue the development of the St. Paul's Lane community with the construction of a Golden Age home and sporting facilities. Construction will begin on parks and sporting facilities for the people of Sibbons Park and the Mall Road communities. Shortly, we will open the Olympic Gardens Performing Arts Centre, and we will start the upgrade of the Kling Kling Oval.
Dr. Holness also announced that repairs will begin on the collapsed sewer main and compromised retaining walls of the Sandy Gully in the vicinity of the Drewsland community. This is good news for people who reside along the banks of the Sandy Gully, for whom this posed a health and safety hazard.
These are but a few of the rolling stock of projects on the train line of delivery for the area.
Minister of Finance and the Public Service, Favour Williams, says changes are being made to the Environmental Protection Levy EPL fiscal measures announced recently following discussions with manufacturers. While opening the 2026-2027 budget debate, the minister had indicated that the base on which the levy is applied would move from 75% to 100% of sales effective May 1, 2026. But in her closing budget speech on Tuesday, she said government took note of the legitimate concern that this change would place local manufacturers at a disadvantage relative to importers. This, as for importers, the Environmental Protection Levy is applied to the cost, insurance and freight CIF value, which naturally excludes the distribution margin that is embedded in the selling price. To address the imbalance, the sales base rate will remain at 75%, but the levy will modestly increase.
When the 75% base for manufacturers was introduced in 2015, Madam Speaker, it was deliberately designed to put domestic producers on a level footing with importers. Madam Speaker, we're therefore retaining the 75% of sales base for manufacturers. However, Madam Speaker, to maintain revenue neutrality with the retention of the 75% manufacturers base, we'll have to increase the Environmental Protection Levy rate modestly from 0.8% as previously announced to 0.85% for both manufacturers and importers.
The measure is projected to generate approximately $3.6 billion in revenue for the government. The Jamaica Stock Exchange is introducing a new initiative, Stock Market Sandbox, to help more Jamaican businesses prepare for listing on the stock market. The Sandbox is a simulated market environment aimed at preparing companies for the realities of operating as publicly listed entities. The program is scheduled to begin on April 17, 2026. Minister of Finance and the Public Service Favour Williams announced its introduction as she closed the budget debate on Tuesday.
The sandbox will expose prospective companies to the reporting obligations, corporate governance standards, and regulatory expectations they will face once listed. This innovation is expected to significantly improve the quality and readiness of businesses entering the micro and junior market, reduce compliance failures post-listing, and create a sustained, well-prepared issuer development pipeline for years to come.
The Jamaica Business Development Corporation, JBDC, is working with the JSE to identify companies that could benefit from the program.
An initial group of 25 entities that have successfully graduated from the JBDC's Accelerator program, thank you, Minister Grange, has been identified as primary candidates. These businesses have already demonstrated a level of operational discipline and growth readiness.
The Court of Appeal is seeking ISO 9001-2015 certification before the end of the 2026-2027 financial year. The move is part of ongoing efforts to improve efficiency and modernize the judiciary. President of the Court of Appeal, Justice Marva MacDonald Bishop, says it aims to strengthen the court system and enhance the quality of service delivery. She reveals that work is already underway to assess the readiness of justice institutions.
We are scheduled to have our first internal audit conducted during April of this year, with the first external audit to follow in or around June. These audits will determine our readiness for certification.
ISO 9001-2015 is the international standard for quality management systems, focusing on consistency, accountability, and continuous improvement. Justice MacDonald Bishop says early assessments show the court's 2025 judgment delivery rate is expected to remain far above international standards.
We remain mindful that there are critical areas that require our serious and continued attention. We are committed, nevertheless, to finding practical solutions so that judgments can be delivered within the time standards established by the Judicial Conduct Guidelines.
And finally, the Ministry of Education will be rolling out the Jamaica Learning Assistant as part of a push to integrate artificial intelligence into the education system. Portfolio Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon made the announcement during the recent opening of the inaugural CXC Regional Education Conference in Kingston. Once launched, the tool will provide students with a 24/7 AI-powered academic assistant aligned to the national curriculum.
We train the AI on our national standard curriculum, which is an excellent curriculum. So we had to train the AI on it. And then we had to train it to be Caribbean, because it would start generating questions, about peaches. We don't really have peaches. And, things that weren't culturally relevant. And so in the ministry, we've had to be training it some more to be culturally relevant to our situation here, so that when students are engaging with the lessons, it's relevant to them.
The software will be made available to students on their mobile phones and tablets, with features designed to support different learning styles and the ability to understand Jamaican patois. In addition, the ministry, with international partners, is rolling out the Education Management Information System, EMIS.
This is important because what this will do is give our leaders in our schools real-time access to critical data on attendance, performance, and resource management. And for us, for the first time, we're creating a unified, evidence-based view of the education system so that we can better plan.
She adds that a tool called Eagle Eye is being piloted to assist teachers with marking papers, helping to free up time for more student engagement and coaching. And that's it for JS News Today. I'm Twyla Whelan. Thanks for watching.
I tell you, Twyler and the team, they are rolling. Thank you, JIS, Jamaica Information Service. They have been in existence for such a long time. They're a staple in our broadcast media, so we thank them so much. And I'm here to keep you informed. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. And I'm so happy I'm here with you this evening, wherever you're tuning in from. It's about time for us to just do what we do best, to not leave anybody out of this show, but to say, hey, we remember you. We know you, we hear you, we see you, we feel you. Yes, man. So I'd like to say hello to those of you who are celebrating your birthdays, your wedding anniversary, or something.
Celebrating life's sweet moments on Voices with Lady D, where every voice has power. Who's celebrating a birthday? Just got married? Marking an anniversary? Or welcoming a brand new baby? We're here to shout it out loud and proud, Caribbean style. Birthday vibes. More like more blessings and extra cake on the side. Tied the knot. One love, one heart. Here's to forever. Anniversary time. Still going strong. That's worth celebrating every step of the way. New baby in the mix. Welcome to the world, little one. We're cheering you on already. No matter the milestone. Voices with Lady D is where we celebrate you with love, laughter, and vibes. Tune in live only on Voices with Lady D, YouTube, Fit FM, Linkage Radio, Caribbean Vibes Radio Network.
That's what I'm talking about. So you're celebrating your birthday. Now, I could have given myself a good walloping because on Monday, it was Monday. Yes, Monday, Julia had celebrated her birthday. I don't know, busy as a bee, and forgot to give my girl Julia her shout out. You ever see anything like that? I wanted to beat myself when co-producer said, you know, if I remember Julia, I'm like, Lord, how could I? How could you, Denise? But anyway, I know she forgives me. But she's celebrating for the month. I think so. So I'm just going to walk in that vein and give my Julia her rose, her flowers, her everything, and let her know how much we appreciate her. I recall the day when Julia called me up and said, hey, I see your program and it looks like something I'd like to carry on my station here in Jamaica. I was like, what? And you know me, I never give up. I don't give up an opportunity. Never have, which is why some experiences I've gained over the years. And so I said yes with my little nuff self. And we kicked it off. And thankfully, she has not bumped me off. So something must be working. And I'm still here. So I thank you, Julia, for airing Voices with Lady D on your platform, Fit FM 96.7. And it's going well. That's what I hear. And I know people in your neck of the woods enjoy the show. So thank you. And we bless you for your birthday. Happy birthday, Julia Meikle-Benaya. And you just celebrate the whole month. Do what you want to do. Anytime you want to do it, we don't care. We'll just follow suit. But happy birthday to you. And anybody else celebrating a birthday today? If you are, then happy birthday to you. A wedding anniversary, a baby was born, and you're perhaps mourning the loss of your loved one. We extend our condolences to you. So, right here on our celebratory moments, we don't want to leave you out. It's our duty to keep things flowing. Well, it's now time for Lady D Ask. Grab your pen, grab your paper, because I want you to make notes. I want you to take the number down if you've not already done so. 914-268-6148 or 876-219-3474. I'd like to hear your voice. I'd like to hear you calling me this evening and saying, well, Lady D, this is what I think, you know. And you can have an attitude. I really don't mind. Yeah, you can have attitude and all the good stuff that you do well. So it's now time for Lady D asks, is it advisable for in-laws to live with you? Let's hear what those on the street are saying, because co-producer went out on the street, man, and he made it work. He asked the questions and they answered. And I tell you, people have some good answers, and it's so refreshing to be airing this segment just for you. So welcome to Lady D Asked right here on Voices with Lady D. At the end of the clip, you are invited to call me at 914-268-6148 or 876-219 and share your comments with me.
Good morning. My name is Abel Green. I'm the co-producer from Voices with Lady D. And today we're talking to people on the street. We're asking you, what are your views on living with an in-law?
Okay, so I have a lot of views on that, but I will just stay very conservative. It depends on the in-law, because sometimes people have good relationships with their in-laws, but I do think that when people get married, they should live by themselves, because it gives them a chance to understand each other without a third party. So my preference would be not to live in the same house with an in-law.
Have you had any personal experience with a good or bad in-law?
I've had both, yes, but I would prefer not to speak about them on camera, but I've had both. But which is why I go back to saying people should live, by themselves, especially early in the marriage, because it's important for people to learn each other without any third-party interference.
I suppose you have an in-law that really needs some help. How would you help them rather than living with them?
They need to understand that when people get married, they need to be a couple, and they should not there shouldn't be too much interference. People can give their opinions, but they should not try to impose their opinions on others.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Have a good day. Good morning. My name is Abel Green. I am with Voices with Lady D. I'm the co-producer. And today we're asking people, what are your thoughts on living with an in-law?
Okay. In-law, they're outlaw. So I never experienced living with an in-law. They can be good, they can be bad, but no.
You don't think you would?
No, nothing. I would not live with an in-law.
So you've heard good or bad things about in-laws?
I am one of the good in-laws. Yes.
Okay.
So I guess sometimes in-laws, it all begins from the partner, because when they're having trouble with their spouse or their significant others, they love to involve family with it.
Okay.
However, they don't put God first. They go on, and I think in-laws, their boundaries, stay out of people relationship, as long as it's not abusive. Sometimes we have to give advice to work out things and all of that. But for me, living with in-law, no.
It's a no-no.
It's a no-no.
So if you have an in-law that needs help, rather than living with them, how would you help them?
Well, if I can help them financially wise, I would. Where food is concerned and all that, but I would live with an in-law.
Okay. Thank you for talking to us. Good morning. My name is Abel Green. I'm co-producer with Voices with Lady D. Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm good. Good morning,
Good
Mr.
morning.
Green.
Hi. So today we're asking the question, how do you feel about in-laws?
In-laws.
Would you live with an in-law? Have you lived with an in-law? What are your thoughts?
I lived with an in-law many years ago. Yes, I would.
What was that like?
Oh my God, my mother-in-law, father-in-law, they're the best.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh yes, they are the mother was actually my best friend.
Wow.
Yes, I loved her, and God rest her soul, she's no longer with us. She died like 20-something years ago, but I loved her, and she always looked out for me, even though I was married to her son, but she was the best. I don't know, she was the best person I've ever met.
Nice.
And my mom was even kind of a little bit jealous of the relationship that we had.
Wow.
Because I really didn't have one. My mom, so I was so close to her, was so drawn to her, the way she treated me and stuff like that. But
Wonderful.
I had the best mother-in-law and father-in-law. So
Wow.
I wish everyone had the same experience like I did with mine, but she was the best.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you for talking to us, Pat.
Oh, you're so welcome.
And we know you're a very good supporter of Voices with Lady D.
Yes, definitely.
So we're going to put you live so that people can see who Pat is and what she's all about.
Okay, all right.
Thank you, Pat. Appreciate
nice
it.
talking to you too.
Good morning. My name is Advisable Green. I'm the co-producer for Voices with Lady D. And what's your name, sir, for ask?
My name is Humphrey.
Hey, Humphrey. Good to see you. The question we're asking today, what are your thoughts on living with an in-law? How do you feel about that?
It all depends on their personality.
Okay. What does that mean?
That if they really are someone you can live with or someone that will be able to deal with in your living it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a good or bad experience with an in-law that you live with?
No.
So you never live with an in-law?
No.
Would you think of living with an in-law?
I never think of it.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you for talking to us, sir. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Well, that was co-producer doing his beat on the street, and we would like to hear your thoughts, because there are people who have told you, like Pat in this clip, oh, how wonderful when she was married, her in-law was. And then there are people who, as the other lady said, she wouldn't be able to disclose, so maybe she had some bad experiences. But it's not easy for you to have an in-law living with you. So I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. You may give me a call, 914-268-6148 or 876-219-3474. Because in these days, you have to get some time. We have no one living with us, and we, believe it or not, we are going into our second year come August. But we have no one living with us. And if that were the case, I would have made the recommendation that we cannot do this. I'd rather we, live on our own. They can come, and family can come, friends can come, and, but when family members come to live with you, sometimes they want to start giving opinions on things that they see and not allowing you to work through what is happening. They want to butt in. It's not easy. So I want to hear your voices this evening. It's 3 minutes after 7 o'clock. Don't forget, at 7:30, mentorship, media, and missions inside the Kids Hub journey. So Orlando Dillon will be calling me live from Jamaica with his team to share what they are doing in Jamaica and how Kids Hub Media Network has been over these years. I don't even remember how long that they have been in operation. So give me a call, 914-268-6148 or 876-219-3474. By the way, I need to really hop on over to or Facebook or YouTube page. I'm so sorry, I'm moving around so much. If you're just joining us, welcome. To say hello to our audience. So Pat J came in. You know that Madam Ambassador, Pat? Yes, Pat got her role as ambassador. So we have 2 ambassadors, female ambassadors here. Yes, so we want to say good evening to King. It is indeed a nice day, King. I didn't get a chance to experience it as much, but hey, we know a lot of people were on the outside. Co-producer, good evening to you. And who else is here? I saw Marie, co-producer, called out Marie. Marie, you have an input on this topic. We want to hear your voices, man. Give us a call, 914-268-6148 or 876-219-3474. Call me because we want to hear from you. What say you? Also, who else is here? Sherns. Good evening, everyone. Shernsy. Madam Ambassador is here. Voices in the street. Yes, boy. And we have more coming out. We're rolling them out a little at a time. So we have more coming out for you. You don't want to miss it, man. We have some plans. It's going to be awesome when you see the work that we're putting in. So thank you, everybody. So we want to hear. Shernsy, would you live with your in-laws? You may have or you may not have. And this goes for all of you. You can give an opinion. You may not be married, you know, none of that. But you can say, boy, no, sir, I don't think I could. So let me hear from you. I'm going to some music right now, heading over to the music booth. But while you are kind of brainstorming, you know, what should I say? Call me.
Steady. Waves crashing high and wide.
Please tell them, King. King says, come on, talk up. Come, people. I see that.
Taking their toll. But you stand firm and quiet. Never drift away. Your love the solid island where I always stay. No matter how the ocean roars or winds begin to blow, you keep me grounded to the core. Help my spirit grow. Anchor in the waves. Yeah, you hold me tight.
Hello? My first caller. Good evening, Hortense. What say you and your in-laws? Would you live with your in-law? Would you have them come live with you?
I don't want to in-law. This is a red flag to me because I'm going to tell you, oh, you can't put this up and what we are cook, give me son and this. No way.
No.
Yeah, I want to tell you, and coming like after me, mama. No, that's coming. Don't come and tell me. And it's everybody cool. No.
You're not into that one.
Not into that at all.
Because, you know, something happens. Sometimes, you know, especially, who said it? Who said it recently? That when, you know, especially, all right, so you have some mothers who, they literally baby their sons. They baby them. And then when, you know, as we would have said, time come, they marry and move out, or they just, you know, they're in a relationship with somebody. They'll come over there and they're watching to see, you know, if you prepare the food the same way.
Right. If you want to this you know, like you go shopping for him. I'm a big man. If you go shopping for me, say, I can't tell you something, yeah, man. That's cool.
I'll hear that.
And imagine if you go shopping for yourself. Oh, come on, make your man go shopping. You back
So you would not be doing none of that. That's what you're saying.
No, not that.
Yes. In-laws. Because you have, there is the mother-in-law, then you have the sister-in-law, brother-in-law, cousin-in-law. Every law. Yes.
Every law come.
They're ready to give you a hard time. And sometimes you don't want to be, you know, women don't want to be disrespectful. Or maybe it's the man too who's, you know, family want to come in and all of that. So, okay. So we have to figure out how to manage that. And if you're forthright, you can just say, well, hey, listen, this is my house, and respectfully, and lay down your rules. They may not like you for it, though.
I never like you because when come on, listen, well, when come out with us, stay in my yard.
Right. Lordy, yes. But, so you go. But you don't know these things until after the fact.
You get in
yes.
You get in the trap.
Yeah. It's a trap.
The trap. Yeah.
All right. But you're good though. Glad to hear you.
Yes, I'm good.
This one pull you out. I'm happy to hear you.
Yes, sir.
All right, my love. Let's open the line for somebody else to call. Thank you so much. All right. Be well. That's my girl. All right. A very pleasant good evening to you, King. Hello.
My queen.
Hello there, King.
What's popping?
I'm here popping. Yeah.
Mother-in-law is coming over for you, but I make sure so the house picks up.
I'm so glad. Well, I don't have a mother-in-law. She passed several years ago.
Well, we call you to put you Spanish spot. You know, what if you have a mother-in-law decide she just want to show up? She no call, she no nothing. You just hear in a house asleep, and you hear doorbell ring, bling, and you say, honey, who is that? And of course he's gonna speak it for you that I don't know. And you gonna reply, children, go look. I don't know. When you go look, and then people they come back and say, you look like my mother out there. And here you know your mother.
We should have done the dramatization. I would just leave him to handle it. I don't think I would want to get involved.
I just see her come in and say, "Are you still in a bed?"
No.
Mr. Time man, you still in a bed.
Yeah, it's the day off.
And she said, "Oh, we were just lying down." You must try to keep the fight, because you must spook. And you wonder now the day, so like, where she comes from. She just see you know. And she comes, she said, "Oh, no, breakfast. Everyone said, say, tell me they are little up in the bed."
I would leave him to it.
Lord,
I would not be getting involved. Let him handle it. If it's a recurring situation, then I have to step in. I'll have to have the conversation with him and then say, hey, I noticed that this is what your mother is doing and I don't like it. So please tell her. You have to, but sometimes you don't want to step into the ant's nest right away. So I would watch to see how he's going to handle it.
Then what the thing said, well, I don't know what to tell her, you handle it, and then she come back again.
Yeah, man. Then again, that's why I say I would watch and see, and then if I realize this ain't working, I would now have to get involved.
Miss Sarino, Miss Sarah, somebody did show up on my yard. I mean, I live with my wife. And Queen, if storm and hurricane that come out the door and there was me tell you the person that perished, do not show up at my door. Unannounced, uninvited, unnotifying me, all of the above. You could have even my mother, mother-in-law, father-in-law, sister, brother, uncle, auntie. You trying to have an emergency and turn up at my door without notifying me.
Oh, if not, you're not letting them
I
in.
will not be answering you.
Yes, Master. Because some people take it for granted that now that you're married to my relative, whether it's your daughter, your son, my brother, my sister kind of thing. Yeah. No, you should do
Me
that.
the paper was seen already, no queen, and the family member come over and just walk up in the woman's house, in them shoes and all. And I said to her, I said, you don't make them walk up in the house in them dirty shoes? This one, they look at me and ask me if Olivia.
Oh, dear.
Queen,
Mm-hmm.
you know how that go. My sermon start immediately.
Oh, dear. Yes, sir.
Me, happy, when you done with the person, you walk out of the yard and gone to my yard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, you left.
Queen.
Mm.
Nobody play with, no matter me there your yard, and nobody come there and want go on with the antics. No, when me done with them, come me down to my yard.
Mm-hmm. I hear that, sir. Yeah, but people must respect
No,
your
some
space.
people don't have no behavior, Queen. Because to me,
yes.
Number one, you know, show up people yard.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, you take their yard, make them invite you inside.
Yes.
Number three, no make me have to tell you to take off your shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Some people just don't have no class, and in America, you may realize it. They walk in a house in a shoes and they put up, they sit down in a people chair and they sit up in your chair. And some kind of sometimes you have to ask me, say, are them a dog or them a human being or where they come from?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just
But me
feel
and number one
privileged.
person, if you want to insult, too bad for you, the door, you get the doorway, not too late for your turn back. You let me have to tell you to take off your shoes.
So, King.
So me like my welcome on my door in a screen. When you catch on my door, you see the ton load of shoes, and me tell people always say, oh, you can't take up the shoes, right? And you say, they're here for a reason.
So hear what co-producer says now. King is friend-in-law. I'm not getting in his way. Marie says, sorry, co-producer, I'm unable to shed any light. I plead the fifth. Mm-hmm. Hi. I love it.
No, Queen.
Mm-hmm.
People don't know how to be guests.
Yes.
And they don't know how to be good tenants.
Mm-hmm.
And neither do they know how to be good in-laws.
Yes.
So you need to have a script where as soon as they come, you pick up the paper and say, these are the bindings that I have to read to you.
Yes.
In this house here.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And nobody no come stay from over a week. After a week, you overstay your welcome.
They have
The
to go.
people, the man want private with his wife and he no intend to use just the bedroom alone.
Yes. You know what, King?
People want to staycation in their room, in their living room, in a them bathrobe, cock up them foot on them sofa ledge, and sip on them glass of wine.
That's right.
So they don't want no jing bang round them to disrupt them evening.
That's right, sir.
All right, that's my 2 cents. Where is Madam Ambassador?
She's
She
there,
needs to
you
come
know.
tell us about the in-law.
She says.
Where is...
She made a comment here. She says, hold on. She made a comment here. She says, it might not work for some. My sisters-in-law call me their sister-in-love.
All right. Well, different strokes are different, folks. I agree.
Yes. Thank you, King.
I agree with you, Madam Ambassador. If it's there, but you have to have it in reserve for some. You know, some. They don't know if you're based on a bone number, but they come in your house, all in your fridge, then gone. So what you have in your drink?
So true. Yeah, I've seen people do that.
Such a ill manners everything. Nobody not me no queen.
No, sir.
You think about me no queen. I can be the nicest person you ever meet, but I flip over like a lizard very fast.
Okay, you change. Huh.
Very fast. The one that's the same person who welcome you at the front door, by the time at the kitchen, me I read your exit.
So you have an exit strategy. Okay. Well, thank you, King.
All right, Miss Queen, but you look beautiful on a Thursday, though. Where you
Hey.
go? Well, in the evening, nice out the door, where
It
you
is.
up later.
We should go do something. So I'll just tell co-producer when he come pick me up.
All right, this outfit I look like it's the evening on the town
I
outfit,
agree
you know,
with
after
you.
work.
Yes, sir.
Because you're not going to work tomorrow. King, producer work tomorrow?
No, sir.
Well, you better minister to your wife later.
All right.
Take her out from the town. Stay out late a little bit.
All right, then, Lord, help us.
Because he can't stay out Friday because Saturday, and then he can't stay out Saturday because remember church.
And
you're not supposed to be late.
You know, so me oversleep last week, but anyway. Long story.
That's why I tell us if you go out from tonight, go enjoy yourself
That's
so you can
right.
sleep in tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, thank you.
And we're not going to call you early.
Blessings.
All right.
Help me, Lord. That's my brother, by the way. So thank you, King. Thank you, Hortense. Boy, I tell you. But truthfully, though, this whole mother, no, it's not mother-in-law, so let me not go there. That's not the focus. It's really about, having your family coming into your space. Because Caribbean families are tight-knit, but also territorial. Many people have lived this and are ready to talk. Hey, and they'll talk. Well, let's hear from Madam Ambassador Pat.
Well, a pleasant good evening to you, Lady D. Gomez Green, and producer King. Oh, Lord, King is the life of the party.
I am telling you, without him.
What would we do without King? Oh, I am telling you. And
Yes.
word to the wise, he warned you, go to bed early.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You're going to late for church on Sunday.
I tell you, we are one big family
no
here,
hanging out Saturday night.
Hey, we are one
no
big family
hanging out
here.
Saturday night.
No,
of
so
course we are.
we're one big family.
And the family that prays together stays together. And that's what we do.
Right,
Amen.
right.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now on the topic, Lady D, my first trip to Canada, I realized, the Canadians are very disciplined. There's no wearing of shoes in the house. They have a little tray at the door, and as soon as you walk in, shoes are off. Whether you're barefooted or not, shoes are off. No walking in the house with shoes. And I find that to be discipline, and it's cultural. As opposed to us in the States, there are some folks who will tolerate it.
Yes.
But, we have to set boundaries. You have to set boundaries, and you have to respect someone's home. If they say no wearing of shoes in the house, that's what they mean.
Yes.
During COVID, that what brought a lot of sickness into people's home. They come in. I see people wearing their slippers out,
and
their
they come inside.
slippers, and they come home and they go up on the sofa and they put up the foot on the table. And I'm saying to myself, don't they realize people are hawking and spitting on the road, and they don't know where the germs are coming from. The animals are defecating, and you step into that and you come into your home. You don't know what kind of germ, what kind of disease you're bringing in home. And that's why, there has to be discipline.
Yes.
And respect. Respect someone's home. If they say don't wear no shoes in the house, that's what they mean. Don't ask them why. Take off, you see, as King says, there is a tray in the hallway. Shoes are lined up. They're there for a reason. Remove your shoes. Okay.
Agree.
Now, as for the topic at hand, Lady D, it also has to do with respect and discipline again. There are some in-laws that you can get along with them. And you have some in-laws, oh, have mercy, Jesus. And don't let it be a mother-in-law and that's her son. And moreover, it's her only son. God help you. She's going to want to move in. and she's going to rearrange a place, and she's going to tell you this is my son's place, and I do have carte blanche, which means she's supposed to do what she wants to do because that's her son's dwelling. She doesn't want to part with her son, and there are some mother-in-laws, well, you know, I must admit, I have not heard a negative from the father-in-laws, but the mother-in-laws are the real
right. You were married before.
Yes, I was.
Did you have
yes.
any encounter?
And my mother-in-law? No, I never had a problem. My mother-in-law never lived with me. I respected her. You know, respect goes a long way. I respected her and she respected me.
Okay.
I have a sister, yes. When she got married, her mother-in-law embraced her. Oh, her mother-in-law loved her. She had another daughter-in-law and they did not see eye to eye. But my sister had a beautiful relationship with her mother-in-law, and when she was about to leave, the mother-in-law cried.
Oh.
So you see, yes, the mother-in-law didn't want her to leave. And because my sister said she had to go branch out, you know, she wanted to have kids, you know, and the whole 9 yards. And we maintain a beautiful relationship with that lady.
Yes.
And my other sister, who was a mother-in-law, she's not living at home, but, you know, it's better left said on.
Okay.
She has other children, and she wants to latch on to my sister because my sister is a nurse.
Oh.
And she feels that, yes, she should be getting advice, and, you know, the whole 9 yards.
There's a motive behind it.
Oh yes, and this is why it causes confusion and friction in the family because people don't know their boundaries. They don't know when to shut their mouth. They don't know when to leave well enough alone.
Yes,
you come into someone's home. This is my home. Respect me. I don't have to tell you it's my home. I give you an open invitation, but respect me. And that way I don't have to tell you this is my home and I make the rules. Your thing don't make the rules. I make or we both make the rules. And so for a peaceful life, a happy wife is a happy home. A happy life is a happy home. So when two people are on the same page, there is no problem. There should be no problems. But if there is an interfering, that's the word I was looking for.
Okay.
If it's an interfering mother-in-law who don't know how to mind her business and hold her corner and speak when spoken to, it's going to cause a problem. It's going to cause a big problem. But I would live with her mother-in-law as long as she's not meddling and messing in my relationship. Oh, yes, I would. Oh, yeah, most definitely.
And I mean, it's open to mother-in-law, sister-in-law, you know, family. Anybody, you know,
family on a whole. Family on a whole.
It's not just about mother-in-law.
And you have some, for example, a brother. If he invites his sister or his brother, you know, to come and stay with him, you know, there are some folks, they will overstay their visit.
That's true.
They come with an intention. They have a hidden agenda.
Yes.
They don't want to leave. But if I extend an invitation to you and say, you know what, you can stay with me for 6 weeks, you know, or 2 months, you know, more so for folks who have immigrated and they have nowhere to stay, you know, you would say, well, you can stay with me until you get yourself off the ground, you know, you get a job.
That is a stickler right there, you know, a sticky situation.
Yes.
Because sometimes, you know, with all good intentions, you open your space, but then sometimes they can't pick up the job. The little money they come with starts to run out. So, you know, a lot of things you have to weigh.
You have to weigh. You have to weigh. And no matter where you roam, New York City, if you can't make it in New York City, you're not going to make it anywhere else.
Yes, brother.
And you have folks, especially from the Caribbean, who are desirous of coming to New York City. They have no plans, and if you don't plan, your plan going to fail. And if you're going to be a leech, latching on to somebody, and you're going to catch an attitude. If the person really tells you, well, you're not living up to your potential. You're not doing what is right.
Hold on a moment. Hold on a moment, Patty. Don't go away. Hold on. Don't hang up.
Okay.
Inside of me. Oh, anchored in the waves. Never let me go. In your strength, my heart will know. Safety in the ebb and flow. Anchor in the waves. Forever so.
Yes, Patty, thank you for holding. I'm expecting a gentleman to call me, so, he's trying to get his people together. So you can finish your thoughts until he calls.
Okay. All right. Now, I don't know if this occurs in any other state, but in New York State, they have what's called squatters' rights. People can come into your environment, and if they are there for over 30 days, they feel that they are entitled to their rights, so they go to the court, and God help you, you can't get them out of your place.
Wow, Lord, yes.
Yes, and folks are using this clause or this criteria to go to court. Oh, yes, I've been staying there for 6 weeks or for 2 months, and they can't get me out.
Yes.
These are the rationales. There are so many cases like that, Lady D. And so we have to be very mindful. Yes, we have good heart, we have good intentions.
Yes.
And, we mean well. We want everybody, to live fair and cautiously and carefully, but be careful. Be careful who you allow in your space, in your
All
home.
right, Patty, I gotta go. Gotta go.
Okay,
Thank you,
bye-bye
my
now,
love.
and
Okay.
I'm listening. Okay, bye-bye.
All righty. Let me do this. Hello. Okay, he's gonna call me back. Okay, so I'm expecting Orlando to call me back so we can hear from him what's going on with his Kids Hub Media Network. And it's a phenomenal platform that he has. He started it. And, it's been going well. He has had several children. There is a bright young lady who went to high school. When I met them, they were in high school, and now they've done college, and very bright and already exposed to that world. So they're doing a great job. So I don't know why he's calling, but it keeps cutting off. But anyhow, so as I wait for the call to be connected, I just want to say to everybody that we are working on this platform. Things are going to be happening, and you want to stay to support. You can pray us through, You can pray for us. You can, if you'd like to offer us, something, you can as well, because there's a lot of moving parts that we have to, take care of. But while we chose to change the name of the platform, bearing in mind it was once called Inside the Zone with Lady D, now it is Voices with Lady D. And we've been introducing, pretty much testing the waters, as they would say. What fits, what doesn't fit. And we are very aware of your audience. What you like, what doesn't interest you at all. Believe me, we are paying attention. So we just want to say to everybody that, this is a growing platform, and now that co-producer is alongside Lady D, we are working together as a team, and I am so grateful for him. So we're waiting for Orlando. So in the meanwhile, you stick and stay with us. The show is brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx. Good evening, everybody. How about some more music while we wait? Okay, let's see. I don't know. It keeps cutting off. Oh dear. Somehow it keeps cutting off. So let me take some music until they get their act together.
Never saw. Let the seas rage on around us. We'll remain secure in your arms. The peace I found us, loving pure and sure.
Try to claim you, I step in without pride. No boast, no loud acclaim, just love that's by your side. My battles fought in silence, victories in your smile. Your peace my only guidance, through every weary mile. No glory do I seek here, just your heart safe and free. I conquer fear, eternally with thee. Warrior's tenderness, yeah, that's what I give. Strong enough to fight, soft enough to live. Warrior's tenderness, warrior. beat inside is matching. Every thumping time your heart calls to mine, so softly, like a perfect rhyme. No separate paths or lonely echoes, just a single flow. One breath, one dream, one endless song. In your arms is where I belong. One pulse rhythm, yeah, our hearts align, beating strong in perfect time. One pulse rhythm, nothing in between. You the air that fills my dream. One pulse rhythm, unified and free. This is how we're meant to be. Forever you, forever me. One pulse rhythm, eternity. Through the highs and through the valleys, syncopation pure. Every joy and every challenge, our love endures. The rhythm of our living, steady, warm and bright. In your chest I hear the giving of a love so right. No discord, no divisions, harmony so deep. In this union our vision, promises we keep. One pulse rhythm, yeah, our hearts align, beating strong in perfect time. One pulse rhythm.
Okay, perfect. All right, let me get the others connected here. Stand by.
Oh, okay. All right. They finally got through.
So you might want to stand outside so we can separate it. All right, perfect.
Okay.
All right, good. Stand by.
Alrighty. So they're working out their logistics right around the corner there. But of course, you're tuned into Voices with Lady D, where every voice has power. Today's feature of the show is Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. And so I'm connecting with Orlando and his team in Jamaica. They're there for the ISA Girls and Boys Championships. Now in progress. So as they're conferencing the call, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Well,
Lady D?
Orlando, it's such a pleasure. I was sharing with my audience earlier, how we met, what we've done, what you've done for us through Fun in the Sun, and it's my pleasure to welcome you. Hello, it's my pleasure to welcome you.
I'm all right. How are you?
Hello.
Hello?
Yes. So give me a minute.
Hello?
Give me a minute, please. Give me a minute. Are you hearing
Sure.
me?
Yeah, we're hearing you well.
Alrighty, so it's my pleasure to welcome you to Voices with Lady D, where every voice has power. And of course, the call is gone. There were several of them there. Oh dear. They're having some challenges. But in the meanwhile,
Between you, the air that fills my dream. One pulse rhythm, unified and free. This is how we're meant to be. Forever you, forever me. One pulse rhythm, eternity.
they were conferencing the calls and all that, so we'll see if they're able to give us a call back. But I'd really like you to hear what they do and how they have, been training young people over the years in media broadcasting.
One pulse rhythm, yeah, feel it, baby. Oh, no, no. One pulse rhythm, hearts is one. One pulse rhythm, forever true. One pulse rhythm, eternally.
And we're just chilling with some nice music.
One heart, one rhythm, forever you and I. Yeah. joy and rain. Our hearts dancing perfect chapter, breaking every chain. No solo melody playing, just duet so sweet. In your love I'm always staying, our rhythm complete. The world may spin around us, but we stay in time. Your heartbeat, my compass, forever mine. One heart rhythm, beating strong and true. You and I in sync, me for you. One heart rhythm, no divide, no space. Feel the love in every race. One heart rhythm, yeah, we move as one. Under moon or under sun, this is where our journey's done. One heart rhythm, eternally one. Let the rhythm carry us higher, let the harmonies blend. No end to this desire, no beginning, no end. Two souls now as one fire, burning bright and free. This is our empire, you forever with me. One heart rhythm, yeah, feel it, baby. One heart rhythm, beating as one. One heart rhythm, forever true, yeah, yeah. One heart rhythm. One heart rhythm. Come ride with me. Come ride with me. Ooh. Rasta roller. Yeah. From the hills down to the shore, we walk this road so free. Every mile brings something more, just you walking next to me. No fancy plans, just irie days under just sun so bright. Your smile lights up the reggae waves, making everything feel right.
Okay, hold the line.
Alrighty, I'm here.
Okay. Okay, we're good to go.
Alrighty. So welcome everybody. How are you doing in nice Jamaica?
We're doing well.
Great.
Thank you so much for having us on the program.
Yes, I'm like, what
we are
is going
reminiscing
on?
the great times.
Reminiscing the great times, indeed. And you know what I have dubbed this segment, Orlando?
Yes.
Mentorship, Media, and Mission inside the Kids Hub journey.
Wow. Wow.
Yes. So it's a pleasure having you. Let's capitalize on the time that we have. So I'd like you to just... Oh no, something is going on with their connection. It's gone again. So we keep moving with some music, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know.
No destination we must check.
Because they've conferenced the call with each other. So I don't know if somebody's Wi-Fi maybe not strong enough in the space that they're in. I don't know.
Here we traveling on, hand in hand from dusk till dawn. Rasta road love, feel the rhythm strong. You and I, where we belong. Rasta road love, sweet and true and free. Every step of memory.
Because I've had WhatsApp calls.
Drum beats echoing out.
See, it's gone again. The moment I...
Like the rhythm.
Hello?
Hello, we're all together here.
Oh dear, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, just in brief, just share how Kids Hub started, Orlando.
So it was about 16 years ago, Lady D. And we have our board chair, Nicholas Matthews, here with us. John Mark Prince Shiloh. We have a staff coordinator, and we're together here 16 years after in a mission to give youth a voice.
Wonderful. And how has it been over the years? John Mark, you mean our John Mark?
John Mark is here.
Oh my gosh. Does he remember me?
Yeah, John Mark is on with us. John Mark, I think, was a hubber when you were there with us lady in Philadelphia.
Yes. Oh my, it's so nice. Regine with you too, or no? She wouldn't. She hasn't.
Regine was with us today at UTech. But she's now at the university doing something. But we do have Shiloh, we have John Mark, and we have our board chair. And our board chair, Nicholas, that's joining us. Can probably answer the question about what it has looked like over the years. Nikki,
that would be great.
Share?
Yes, that would be great. Hello.
Yes.
I'm not hearing him. All right, Orlando. So you just start sharing a little bit about why you started Kids Hub Media Network.
All right, so we talk about illiteracy, which is the inability to read and write.
Yes.
Now, media illiteracy is a thing. So right now, as we live in the media age, a lot of the children who are right now living in the media age, was born in the media age, need to be media literate. Understanding how to look at fake news. Right now, fake news wasn't a thing until recently, right?
That's
so
right.
We have to be able to have kids in the digital age and in the media age understanding that. So we figured, let's bring together an organization that can help with confidence building, helping the students to be able to look at the media messages and be able to understand the media messages.
Yes.
So that is kind of where this all started. It started out with a desire to give youth the opportunity to be seen and to be heard.
So you have a new set of young children at this time?
Absolutely. We had a cohort of about 24 kids that was at UTech today in a really great session.
Oh my.
John Mark was part of that panel.
Yes.
Nicholas, our board chair that's on the line with us, was also there. I'd love to hear, John Mark, would you want to share with the lady a little bit?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
It's great to hear you. I'm good. So bring us up to date. Welcome to my show, Voices with Lady D.
Thank you for having me. Since I guess transitioning into more of a, I would say, senior leadership role at Kids Hub.
Yes.
Not so much a hubber, but more a media mentor and a senior person giving back what was imprinted onto me for all these years. It's been a really good experience. I've had the opportunity to lead the team completely at the last panel years.
Yes.
Unclans completely, I guess, lifted his hand and just said, hey,
you're in charge.
Take the show and just make it happen.
Yes.
And I must say it was one of the really, really successful years from a production point of view, of course. Everything ran smoothly, and I was happy to make sure Uncle Lance could be proud of me in that moment, that his hard work has paid off. And I've listened to everything, I've taken notes of everything, And with all the experience I've accumulated, I added my own flair
Yes.
to everything to give it that, excitement, that extra exuberance that makes Kids Up so special.
Awesome. Now, how has it been at in Jamaica now for the boys and girls champs? The Issa boys
Oh,
and
for the
girls
boys
champs.
and girls champs, it is going really lovely. From what I've seen so far, records are already being broken. The boys discus record was shattered. It's about 67 meters now. That's Joseph Salmon of Jamaica College. We see the first woman in the world running sub 11 for the 100 meter,
Wow.
being just a 16-year-old girl from Holland High,
Yes.
Shania Douglas.
I saw that.
Really brilliant. Really brilliant.
Yes. Congratulations to you and the team. Now, I'd like to speak with the other team members if I can. Hello.
Shiloh, I was saying, Lady D, that Shiloh, that's on the
Yes.
line. She's also one of the past hobbers. Hosted about 4 of the students in the stadium yesterday at Champs.
Hey, how was
I
that?
think, Hey, Shiloh, you wanna talk to Lady D about that?
Yes.
Hi, Shiloh. How are you?
I am great.
Great. Share your experience with us.
Okay, so yesterday we went to this way for this. The first week of event is student.
Okay, so Orlando.
So
Shiloh,
Yes.
her voice is coming in and out. Is there another
Are you hearing
device? She's chipping out a lot.
Okay. Maybe we can. I don't know if our board chair can probably
Yes.
talk a little bit about that.
Okay.
Because
Go
one
ahead.
of the Nicholas, are you good to go?
Yes.
Yes, go ahead, Nicholas. Hi, welcome.
Right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I mean, we're really happy to be on your program.
Yes, thank you.
And the Kids Up has been going global, and we really want this opportunity to be kids across the world to be able to benefit from this opportunity, just like John Mark did and the other others who have done in the past. And as we continue to roll this out, I mean, we're in the US, as you know.
Yes.
We have had others in Australia, Germany, and other places across the world, Canada, Grenada, Trinidad. And we really want to grow this brand and give kids a global voice.
Yes. And you're
This year,
Mm-hmm.
This year we'll be going back to the pen relays,
Mm-hmm.
and there are quite a few kids who are looking forward to this opportunity to be there and to participate and to get, especially the ones who are traveling, the international others who are traveling, to get an opportunity to see other young people within this space
Yes.
using their voice to make a difference. And we also want to put out an appeal for those who can assist to go to our page at kidsup.org and contribute to the program.
Mm-hmm.
Help us to spread this vision.
Yes.
And give kids a global voice across the world.
I think you're all doing a remarkable job.
Thank you.
Orlando, I mean, I've seen you with the children. They love you. You're so relatable and easy. So I think that makes it so much easier. And, you know, when you came to Fun in the Sun and we saw those children holding a microphone who perhaps would not have had the chance otherwise to do so.
Yes.
You know, and how they lit up and they were eager to learn. And I have been in your camp. I've seen the children.
Yes, thank you so much for that.
Yeah, man, you are really sticking to it. So I my co-producer just asked, you know, and I want you to give us the link again so we can post it in the chat, because I'm also streaming live on YouTube. So
Sure.
yes, so it's KIDZ Hub.
Yeah, KIDZ HUB.org.
.org. Okay, so
And I'll say this, Lady D, can you believe 16 years, over 30,000 junior broadcasters trained across the globe?
No, sir.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And I'll tell you this, there's a lady, a teacher from one of the schools, and the way we grow this program is through folks like this. They're called staff coordinators.
Yes.
Deborah will be making the trip. She's from Constant Spring Primary and Infant School. Hear from a teacher who is running a group of kids, crazy excited about the program now.
Oh my goodness. That's what I'm saying. You're opening doors for children who would not have had that, Orlando.
Yes.
They would see people on a stage and they would watch it on TV, but they wouldn't hold a microphone. They wouldn't be able to be taught how to communicate, how to articulate, how to interview somebody. They wouldn't have that. So we have to give it to
wish
you.
we had that kind of confidence building.
Yes.
We had other things, yes.
Yes. So, I am pleased to know that you really went all out, even though we had technical challenges at this onset, but I really wanted to do this so our audience can hear the children. I mean, when I hear John Mark, I'm like, okay. Because I remember John Mark and Regine.
Yes, for sure.
And how they were just so full of life. I can always tell people that Jamaican children not bashful.
No.
Once they get something, they get it, and they get it well. So what else?
Lady D, I don't know if we still have Miss Box online. Are you still here, Miss Box?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, Miss Box, how are you?
Yeah.
I am all right.
Nice.
I'm just here agreeing in my mind with everything that you're saying, because I really, when we have been approached by Uncle Lance at Constant Spring Primary,
yes,
with this Kids Hub program, I was absolutely enthralled with the idea, because these students, they wouldn't have this experience as you had touched on normally. Let's be real. There are certain programs that touch the schools that end with academy and preparatory,
Yes.
So when we got that opportunity, we hit the ground running. We trained our students. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go the last time. We can speak of our wonderful other staff coordinator, Miss Johnson. She went with them, and we were just discussing the other day about how we have seen our shy or otherwise shy children blossom into these confident boys and girls. They're almost unrecognizable. Even as I saw them socialize and network, the students who they were so introverted, and this is something that is of importance to me as a guidance counselor. So when I saw that, I was like, wow, this program really makes a great impact in these children's lives.
Awesome.
They grow in their self-esteem. Their speech patterns have shifted.
Yes.
Even the way they carry themselves is just different in a positive way.
Wonderful. They're more intentional and purposeful, and I'm so glad to know that. I'm going to be wrapping up soon. So Orlando, what I would like you to do for me, if possible, when they're in motion during their next session, whatever they're doing while they're in Jamaica, could you just send me a snippet? You could do a short video for me so I can put it up on my channel.
Absolutely.
Right. So that, people can see what they're doing. It's such a pity I didn't get any visuals, because I could have been rotating it throughout on the YouTube channel, because this is
Lady D, we're a media
live.
outlet. We have that for you as soon as we get off the call.
Well, hello. All right. Good. So as we're wrapping up, what else would you like to share?
I'd like to thank you, listeners, for listening to authentic programming. We talked today at the University of the Technology about how media has changed.
Yes.
And the platform that you're on is not traditional media. It is new media, is what we call it.
Mm-hmm.
And we thank you so much for this platform. We thank you for and thank you for having us on.
Thank you so much for making the time. It's our pleasure on behalf of co-producer and yours truly. It's always good to open doors so that our audience can hear the positive work that's happening out there.
Thank you so much.
Say bye everybody. So nice of you to stay.
Bye. Thank you, team. Thank you so much.
Yes, we appreciate you. Enjoy the champs. All right. Bye-bye. Alrighty, that's Orlando Dillon and his team there in Jamaica. I'm telling you, it's amazing to see them. I'm listening to John Mark. When I met John Mark, he would have been maybe 15, 14. Regine the same. Now they are blossoming. I mean, Regine is such a smart, bright picnic. It's just something. And every now and again, I get a text message from her and I big her up when I see her online. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in this evening. And a great way to wrap up the show, to show how there are people out there who are mentoring young minds into doing positive things. And media not going anywhere. It's going to evolve. Because when we were younger, please, there was no YouTube, no nothing like that, no cell phone. No, you know, now we can actually produce just using our devices. Believe it or not, you only need to put it on a stand and look into the camera and speak intelligently. And if it's a patwa session, you do it the best way. That's all you need. But I still believe in great programming. And that's something I always aim for. And we continue to do it. So, gonna wrap up now. As you know, I will not be here with you until Monday with the Monday Drive to do it all over again. But I am just saying thank you so much for participating in the show this evening, enjoying the music as it was played and, just a vibe up a thing. And we're looking forward to doing greater things with Voices with Lady D, and we can call every single name because you've been on the journey with us. Call out on a name, hello, and say, I remember when, and call the name. So thank you, everybody. On behalf of co-producer Evel Green, we want to say enjoy your weekend. Thanks to Cooler Runnings, Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx for sponsoring the show. To Fit FM 96.7 in Jamaica. To Cool Breeze Radio in Florida, Cool Mellow Radio right here in New York, and to KVR Radio Network. Chris will be over there, so in Cape Cod. Thank you. And this is our host station, of course, our CEO, DJ Linkage himself. We thank you all for tuning in. And as I wrap up, I'm going to ask the question, do you know where your children and grandchildren are? And it doesn't matter how old they are. And in keeping with that, I'm just going to tell you now that me I can go up, go on up, galang up, go round, so go down, so go on in, go on cross, so you name them. We do them well. So thank you, everybody, for just enjoying this evening with us. Stick and stay. Chris Wilby is up next. I wonder what the hot topic is. Be well. Mwah. God bless you.
Every touch by your command, you'll have to rain and dance to shine.